Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons trilogy. This series was Here There Be Aliens. So let's get into it. Here There Be Aliens, issue 5. Finales, here. And, it was a strange issue for an ending. The protagonist of this particular series is quite weak.
Very abrasive.
Yeah. Not only just like physically, but also mentally.
Yeah.
Weak.
Yeah, he's got some issues, I would say.
Yeah, and the way this series ended almost made it seem like there was going to be a continuation. Now, as far as we know, that this is the finale. This is it.
I know. It is New York Comic Con right now. IDW's there with heavy Godzilla presence, so you never know.
Yeah, I'm sure IDW is going to be announcing a bunch of stuff this weekend. So I don't know if this review is going to come out before then. Probably not. But as of right now, they haven't announced anything. But basically, this issue starts off with Bob sitting back at his house. So he's gotten back to his house already, talking with his wife about having to assassinate Director Stone. And
he's just like, he's like, this is the biggest day of your miserable life. Like, dude's married, has a wife. I mean, of course he's married, wife, son, house. In the 50s, like that's goals in the 50s.
Yeah,
basically.
American dream, right?
American dream, and this guy.
And on top of that,
this guy is working for the government for like this guy's sulking like he's done nothing with his life. He's like,
yeah. And on top of that, he has this perfect life for the most part, and his not even country, but entire planet is being actively invaded and conquered by aliens. And as far as this story goes, it's being led by Director Stone. Now, I never got the feeling that he was like the head of the Zillions.
But he is.
But for some reason, the way that this is set up within the last 2 issues is he's kind of the head of the Zillions.
Like, he's like the one running the military operations. Like, he's like the general, if you want.
Yeah. And he has direct access to him at work. Would be able to go in seamlessly and
take him
get
out.
this done. I mean, I guess there would probably be maybe some type of consequence. Maybe
like he's in
turn back into a Zillion.
He's a government facility,
Like, but for the most part, like, dude, you're serving your country. Like,
the world at this point.
This is post World War II, where people had to do much worse.
Yeah.
To, like, not only defend the entire planet.
Yeah.
And he's like throwing himself a pity party.
Yeah,
here.
he's like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill this thing. Like, I don't know if I got it in me. And the wife's like, you get to kill your boss. This is everybody's dream.
Also, this is the guy that last issue was ready to by himself take on an entire legion of simians that were just trying to help him.
Yes,
and he thought he was pointing a gun at them, and was ready to pull the trigger, no problem.
And now he can't.
Now he can't do it. Now he's got a little shell shock because they can make themselves turn into humans.
He essentially can't kill alien Hitler because he just doesn't have it in him.
Yeah, but alien monkeys, no problem.
Yeah, it was the logic of this character. I was not a big fan of Bob. But let's continue with the story here. So the wife's like, all right, you could do this. Like, you get to kill your boss. Let's go downstairs. She gets downstairs. The doorbell rings, and who's there? Agent Stone. And he's like, I know you're trying to kill me. Let's get this over with. So he comes in, and he's like, yeah, we've been spying on you this whole time. And he's like, we. And then the wife reveals she's also a Zillion. And they have this whole back and forth, and it seems like she's gonna execute him. Like, she's been tasked since the beginning to overlook him because he was running this whole department, looking into the Sons of the Giants, the Kaiju, and he wanted to keep tabs on them. So that was the wife's job. And at this point, Stone's like, all right, I have a war to win. I got to get out of here. Let's just get this over with. The wife's the one with the gun, and she kills Stone. So she does the job. Yeah. And he's like, you've been his alien the whole time. And she's like, yes, but she's like, I've grown to love you and this family. And she's like, you're a good person. This is a good planet. And he's like, I don't know what I could do. He's like, does that mean our son Mikey? And she's like, yes, Dad, I'm an alien too. And they're like, is that okay? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like,
I was throwing some words around last issue.
Yeah. Yeah. He literally like straight up was like, I don't know. And, like, clearly the son's, like, a human hybrid, so they show the son only, like, in human form. Like, I don't know, does he have a alien form?
Like, I know, like, the 50s was, like, different, so, like, he might not have been there when his son was born. Like, I don't think that was, like, a thing back then. So, like, they probably could have, like...
But would they, if with an infant, be able to control their, like, human state to alien state? Like...
I mean, we all know the stereotype of the 50s husband, man. You think he was doing anything with that baby?
Still, the baby existed. This guy was looking for monsters. He wouldn't notice an alien under his roof. Like, the mom can't be like, yo, listen, Dad doesn't know I'm an alien. He doesn't know you're an alien either. Like, you gotta stay in human form all the time. Like, there's a newborn baby there. I mean, how, like...
It's like Dale from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
He's like, what? There were signs, I just never realized.
Basically.
But, like, it's just... It was a weird twist, but, like, okay. But then, like, that's kind of it for Bob's story. He comes back at the end of the issue.
I mean, his story's, like, weaved through. Like, we just gave you all of Bob's story, but... While this is going on, the invasion of Monster Island is going on as well, as we knew from last issue that was going to go down. And, yeah, so Godzilla, Jet Jaguar, and Hedorah storm the island, free the Kaiju, and we just have this all-out Kaiju battle, just complete chaos. And the aliens waste no time unleashing Mecha King Ghidorah, and it pretty much... takes Jet Jaguar out just like it did the first time, but luckily this is the upgraded Jet Jaguar and he gets up and it's not down for the count like that this time. And yeah, so all out brawl, and then the Sandminions are like, well, we got a King Ghidorah too, so Franken King Ghidorah shows up and we get a beam clash of the two King Ghidorahs, and this whirlwind thing sort of starts happening, and they're just beam clashing, and all the monsters are just fighting. And the Simians are like, all right, target that beam. All weapons pointed at the beam, and we get it was nice knowing you, and a big explosion, and Monster Island, the Kaiju, and everything are all gone.
Yeah, and I was a little confused by this. We had different opinions on what happened. I wasn't sure if, like, during this beam clash, if, like, the Simian fleet, like, flew into it and, like, kamikazed it. And your opinion was that because they are, like, the black hole aliens, that they created a black hole and just sucked everyone up into it.
Yes. I mean, think about it. You have two King Ghidorahs...
anti-gravity beams hitting each other.
Yes, exactly. It was creating a cyclone type thing in the middle.
It makes sense. It definitely makes more sense than they all kamikaze themselves.
Yeah. So
but it wasn't very clear.
They all, I think, did like a hyper jump through the blast and took all the Kaiju with them, and they were like shooting at it too. So they had some sort of technology. It was too clean for everything to be gone like that.
Yeah, it was like it was just all swallowed up.
Yes, and it literally was. Where did they go? Nobody knows. That's the thing. It ends with Bob in the White House talking to Eisenhower. Eisenhower informs him about the battle that went down on Monster Island. I don't know how he knows, because there's literally nothing left. He says he knew about the simians the whole time, and that he.
Yeah, how did Bob know about this?
Oh no, no, not Bob Eisenhower.
Oh, okay, so Eisenhower was explaining this to Bob. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other thing I was confused about. I was like, how does Bob know that they killed them? Like, did they like?
Yeah, no.
Had this fight?
Eisenhower was explaining this. He knew about the simians, and he reveals that he was a son, and he says that the sons of the giants' deaths had been greatly exaggerated, and we kind of get like a kind of looks over. We see Henry Hull. We see a bunch of the sons from Sons of the Giants. We see Ben Franklin. So I'm kind of like wondering if he's saying, "Oh, these people never actually were assassinated, killed, or taken out. They were maybe their deaths were faked."
Yeah, or they like just like moved away, or something else happened with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was and then he said like, oh, like when the kaiju's come back, like we'll be back.
Yeah,
to
he pretty much like
them.
Yeah, he pretty much pulled like an Optimus Prime at the end. He's like, "We are here. We are waiting."
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be ready when the kaiju come back.
Yeah, and then like that was the whole end of the entire series, and
like, yeah, I really thought there would have been like a little sizzle, like, "Oh, here's the simians like on another planet with the kaiju or something like that." Like, where did they go? Like, I feel like there needs to be like one more or like something.
I think there needs another series.
Yeah,
honestly, like.
And like with all these reveals now that like some of these sons might not have died, like maybe we could get like another series that sort of looks like them working in the shadows now instead of it like being outright like all this is going down. Like Ben Franklin's still alive and working on Jet Jaguar blueprints with the simians. Like the simians were there this whole time, and we only saw them in this third arc. Maybe we could have seen them like we saw them in the flashbacks from issue 4. Maybe we get a story from their point of view and all the stuff going down from there. Like,
yeah.
There's like a whole nother like side of this war that went on for billions of years on Earth that we didn't see throughout these 3 issues.
Yeah. I really do wonder though, like, and I've been thinking this since like the beginning of the series when things had just been a little different, especially with the time jump and the art and all that stuff. Like, if something happened between production of the last series and this one, like if plans changed or
yeah,
there was a creative bump to go in a certain direction.
Yeah.
It just seems like a little. It just seems like a little disjointed.
Yeah.
From the reader standpoint, on it, and I was just curious, like, I wonder what caused this to happen.
Yeah, like it felt like a very abrupt ending, and like I felt like I left the series now with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
I guess it does leave it open.
And the other thing that was at least a little weird to me, which not that we've had it, but like we got nothing from like the Zillions' point of view. So like when like the Frank and Ghidorah enters the fight type of thing, there was no real like, oh my god, they have the original Ghidorah or something like that. Like it was just very like, it happened. Like
yeah, like, and they were like evenly matched. Like they like the scenes made it sound like, oh, this is the original. It's gonna be like
stomping the floor with
yes,
it.
Yeah, and they seemed pretty evenly matched with that beam clash. Yeah, there's definitely, like I said, more questions. I feel like I got more questions than answers from this one. We got a lot of answers, but like this ending, like did not feel like closure at all. I can't like almost like with the Monster and Protector series, they I feel like that kind of abruptly ended, and then they ended it with that one shot. So I'm like, maybe we could get like a longer one shot issue to kind of like wrap up or like touch on some points here. I just want like a little more. Just
that's kind of the way I feel.
I want a little closure of like what happens after.
Yeah,
like because they have like this whole devastated planet now, like the reconstruction, like.
No, it's definitely like very like okay, like what's what's happening next, what's the plan, like where are we going with any of this. But yeah, I hope we get more, because I just feel like there just still needs to be more wrapped up than what we ended up getting as a finale.
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, who knows? It looks like, I'm looking at the IDW schedule. Looks like they might have some stuff tomorrow. I guess we will have to see
Yeah, I mean,
what they end up doing.
yeah. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. The big stuff will start popping out the next 2 days.
Yeah, over the weekend as it goes, we're gonna be getting more news announcements, and we'll see, because they've seemed to last year announce almost their entire year's slate of Godzilla comics at Comic-Con last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll definitely get some news as like what we're getting going forward.
Yeah, and Godzilla vs. Ninja Turtles is right around the corner, so that'll be a big one.
Yeah, check your local Targets.
Yeah, yeah.
For the toys, they are already hitting shelves early. I think it's early, right?
No, Target has like a first to store priority over everyone else.
Oh, okay.
So Target's like the exclusive seller for a little while, and then it'll eventually hit like Walmart and everywhere else that sells Playmate toys. But they look great, the boxes. It's really weird that they only did the 3 turtles, and like they have the Donnie Jet Jaguar on the box art, but not the figure.
They probably just are like wave 1, wave 2.
Yeah, yeah. They probably don't want to spoil everything. I mean, that's all.
Especially if the comic isn't coming out right away. Like,
yeah.
Might want,
I'm thinking, what do we get for the next wave of 3? Maybe we get a Donnie.
I feel like Metalhead's got to be in there somewhere.
But Donnie's like a Jet Jaguar, though.
That's true.
I feel like we're going to get like a Donnie, Shredder, and maybe Splinter turns into something. Or maybe we get a Bebop and Rocksteady.
Splinter, Bebop, Rocksteady. Who knows if they're going to bring, what is it, like Chiquita? What's the female turtle?
Oh, Jenica? No, I don't think.
Jenica? You don't think they'll do Jenica?
Janika?
April O'Neil?
Kaiju O'Neil.
Kaiju O'Neil.
Nah, I don't see that happening. They're going to stick with the original 4 turtles. I don't think this is going to be an in-universe story.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Maybe something with Casey Jones? Who knows? I don't know if he'll get kaiju-fied, but like maybe there'll be some type of like figure or something. Because I'm assuming that there's... If I had to guess what like the bad guy's gonna be, kaiju wise, I'm thinking Mechagodzilla. My thought process behind this, though,
Krang
is because if you bring in the Krang, then like them working with Shredder, like I feel like a Mechagodzilla might be like a cool cartoony thing to do with it, especially since they already have King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
In there already.
Yeah.
I feel like Mechagodzilla is like one of the only like villain things they haven't really shown.
Yeah. It could be.
Like in my head that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that does sound pretty solid to me.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, they've seen the cover with Shredder. I'm kind of thinking, like, now that I'm like looking at like his helmet.
Well, it looks like a Godzilla helmet.
But Godzilla's isn't reflecting, but like they show the figures Leonardo as Godzilla.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it can't be Shredder then.
I'm kind of thinking, you think Shredder, Blades, why not Gigan?
That makes sense. I mean, it would be cool and it would make the most sense, but like I don't know if they want to be like...
What if you got like a cybernetic, like Shredder Gigan suit? Although in the recent Shredder series, the first issue... They kind of find him, and they're like, hey, we want you to take out this imitation Foot Clan, and we got your suit back, and we made, like, a sick, like, Iron Man suit. And he, like, pretty much scoffs at them and rips the suit apart and just takes the gauntlets and the helmets. He's like, I don't need that. So,
yeah,
a robot Shredder might not work. Although they did it in the movies that Michael Bay did, he kind of had, like, a robot suit.
Yeah, I mean, those Michael Bay movies were a little...
People are divided. On the first one, I liked better than the second. I did like the second one, parts of it. There's aspects of them that were right, but
there was
it wasn't
gems
perfect.
of ideas in them that were decent. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
They were kind of...
Yeah.
Saban had a better live action.
Yeah, they weren't perfect, but they had their things.
I think Turtles is best left animated, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I love the 90s ones. I think those are still great. And the stunts that they were doing in those suits is insane when you think about it.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Matt Frank set.
Yeah.
I ordered it.
Oh, the Arrow one, nice. Good.
Yeah, the Arrow, the 4K. I got the 90s Prime Day.
Nice.
So you know the way we gotta do it.
Yeah.
So like that was like my like, oh, I'm gonna do this, but again, like, I think there's a crossover that people have been wanting for a very, very long time.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the Gamera one was wanted a little bit more by certain fans. Like, it makes the most sense, Turtles and Turtle.
Yeah.
Like, but it makes sense to do Godzilla.
Yeah, they're both under the same roof. The Turtles cross over with literally everything. Like,
I'm surprised we haven't gotten Sonic yet. It's got to be coming.
It's got to be coming. I feel like it would be perfect. Chili dog pizza.
Dude, that actually makes so much sense.
You know that's what would happen.
It really, yeah, it would be what happens.
Yeah.
Just think of it. You'd have Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Sonic. You'd have, the Turtles. I would imagine Metal Sonic or Robotnik working with Shredder.
Yeah.
To like develop some type of like mutagen.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a story in there.
Yeah, Robogen.
Because like Robotnik turns animals into machines. There's a story in there.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. IDW, you got to do it. You never know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably been pitched.
Yeah,
they're just waiting for the right pitch.
I feel like it's just they go from one Ninja Turtle crossover to the next. Like, they just finished the Naruto, now they're gonna start this. I feel like once this is nearing the back end, we might get our third arc of Godzilla versus Power Rangers to close it out.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm surprised again, that's another thing where I'm like, if they're gonna announce it, I feel like they might announce it at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
They got to do better, honestly, than the second part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily we have Global Comics, so we're going to read it for essentially free if they ever do a third one. But, like, I am not shelling out for it, to be honest with you. Like, I was buying the special issues for the second series. The first series, I bought all the variant covers. I have everything except for, I think, like, one that came with like a loot crate or something. But I have like basically everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not spending a dime on this third series unless it really proves itself.
Yeah. The second series was just really rushed. Like, even when we were reviewing it, we were just like, the pacing.
And it had really cool ideas in it. That was the problem too. Like, there were some really, really cool gems of ideas in there that were just kind of let's keep throwing stuff at them.
But then it would be like, here's this idea for like a second, and then it's over. Like, and you get like 2 panels of it, which was sort of similar to the Here There Be finale. We had this giant, a Hedorah coin.
Yeah.
We had this giant like battle, but like just panel glimpses of like everything. Like, I feel like Godzilla didn't even really get like a big time to shine, like, in it.
No, there was no real shining moment for Godzilla really at all.
Like, there was
in the finale.
Like, it was just complete kaiju chaos. But it was cool, but like, we could have got like, I wish they would have given him like a few more pages to work with IDW, just so we could have got a little more of the action, like a cool like spread, like a 2-page spread, like something like that.
Yeah, no, there was I don't know if there was time constraint, aren't constrained. If IDW was just like, hey, wrap this up, we need it out. I don't know what was the cause of this, but like there was something. Like I said, I want to know the behind the scenes of this because there was something that went on.
Yeah.
It had to be. There was such a noticeable drop in storytelling from the other two series to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt very abrupt.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. And like I said, like this series for what seemed to be a very straight trajectory just seemed to take a left turn. It was very odd, like the way it went about.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, but I guess we're gonna be transitioning over to